Well, we have the possibility for a slick commute this morning, but it looks pretty good out there right now.
Yeah, we have two factors, like I mentioned earlier, that are working in our favor for just a wet commute, and that would be the storm system slowing down by about an hour or two and the mild temperatures out there, at least here in the valley. But some of those mountain locations, snow levels down to about 3,500 feet. Boise's about 2,800, so we're real close.
Okay.
You go up Bogus Basin Road, eventually this morning you're going to run into some snow for sure, some brand new snow. In fact, we'll check our time lapse throughout the morning up there at our ski area, see if they're picking up some new snow this morning. For Thanksgiving, though, we're forecasting partly cloudy skies at this point in time. Of course, that's a few days out. Subject to change, but that's a first look for you. Partly cloudy and a high of 40. Could see overnight lows kind of chilly, though, into the 20s. So for this morning, a wet or slick commute, probably slick. More favored for the western end of the valley from Ontario westward up into Baker City. Baker City under a winter weather advisory. Wet for today. A dry weekend. At the very least, we're going to be wet, but looking good for the weekend. And more rain and snow next shot on Tuesday. So we're going to get, after this morning's storm, we're going to get a bit of a break. Actually, the precip could last off and on throughout a good portion of the day, I might mention. And I think we're mainly looking at some wet roads this morning. Doppler radar has snow, but I think mainly it's just rain. And our weather spotter here at the station, Brian Moore, reports it is starting to sprinkle just a little bit out there right now. And that makes sense since we have our radar tuned up really sensitive, and it is says snow, but I think it's being fooled by our warmer temperatures at the surface. Speaking of weather advisories, we have one over towards Sun Valley, winter weather advisory there. That's throughout today into tomorrow morning, and the one we're more concerned about for this morning, Baker City, Halfway, Oregon, and Huntington under a winter weather advisory. The valley locations could see 1 to 2 inches of snow, 2 to 4 inches for the upper elevations. Here's a live look outside. We have dry pavement at the moment here in Boise, but I expect to see some wet roads out there here before too long this morning. It's 37 degrees, so a little bit too warm to see some snow, at least here in the Boise area. And those are comparable temperatures to what we have in the western end of the valley, so I predominantly think we're just looking at some wet roads this morning. 42 is our high for today. 46 are normal. So we'll be just a tad below. Here is that train of moisture, and it's like little disturbances riding the rails of that jet stream, one moving through every 24 hours or so. The latest one this morning, but this is going to be it for a while. This will mean some valley rain and snow, and definitely some more snow piling up in the mountains here in the Pacific Northwest. Here's our Futurecast computer model. It has us under the weather much of the day. Most of it will be rain here in the valley, and then we clear out tonight, and then we're looking pretty good as we head into Friday on into Saturday, pretty much cloud-free as we head into the weekend. Here's our high-resolution Futurecast. Here's 7:30, so I think our precip will be holding off until later in the morning. Then we're right on the edge there. There's noontime for today, mainly some rain here in Boise. Rain continuing into 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then clearing our area by 8:30 for tonight. After that, pretty much cloud-free across our area. So here's what we're looking at as far as the forecast. First off, for the Magic Valley, rain and snow this morning, switching over to rain. Snow level there, 3,500 feet. Snow for Sun Valley, 2 to 4 inches. Snow for McCall and Cascade, switching over to rain in the afternoon, 2 to 5 inches above 4,500 feet. Snow levels down to 3,000 feet here in the western end of the valley, but I suspect we're going to be a little bit higher than that with our milder temperatures. 3,500 feet for Boise. Boise is about 2,800. So you'll definitely see some snow a little farther down along the foothills when all is said and done as we clear up on Friday. Looking at sunny skies. Dry throughout the weekend. Next shot as some rain and snow will be Tuesday. That's the Legal Weather.